Welcome to Bald Guy DIY, and in this video I'm going to ask you some questions because it's been a couple years and I'd like some feedback on how the channel's going. I created my actual YouTube channel in 2018, but April 2019 was when I posted my first video hacking my gym membership wristband and turning it into a 3D printed ring instead. It feels like a long time ago. It's been 2 years, and every single week from that time on, I've posted a video every weekend. There's been some times where I did it just under the wire, and other times where I had a few days in advance. And at the very least, I'm proud that I've been able to make a video every week in that 2 years, and I look forward to continue doing that with you. It's been amazing to see which videos take off, which ones that I think are going to be meaningful that don't end up getting that kind of traction, and just seeing the experience time and time again, all the different kinds of content I've had and the kind of response that I've gotten from it. Some of my most popular videos are on making a 3D printer enclosure, hacking my DeWalt charger, playing Jenga, and even in a couple of Ask an Electrician videos, especially the one where I explain how to use GFCI receptacles in your home. Some of you have been subscribers from the very beginning, and a lot of you, the vast majority, have come along in the last year or so. And so I want to ask you a few questions and gain a little bit of feedback on how the channel's going, what parts of it you like, and the kinds of things you'd like to see more of in the future. So without further ado, here's a few questions I want to ask you, and I sure hope that you'll leave a comment below or send me an email. My information's in the description below. So the first question I like to ask is just what brought you to the channel in the first place? I do have friends and family who joined as a way of showing support and encouraging me, but there's a lot of people that have found my channel through the videos that I've posted and the searches that they've done. But because I post on a lot of different subjects, I don't always see what it is that's brought people to the channel. And so what kind of content was it that brought you to the channel in the first place? You can let me know the title of the video or even just the type of content it is, whether it was 3D printing or electronics, crafts, building, Ask an Electrician, whatever it was. I'd love to get that feedback, what it was that originally brought you to the channel. The second thing I'd like to know is what kind of content is your favorite on the channel? I realize that my interests are personal to me, and even though you might share a few of them, it's probably unlikely that you have all the same interests that I do. And as a result, I'm sure there's some videos that resonate more than others. So what kind of videos are you looking for, and what kind of content do you appreciate the most? Your answers will help me determine what emphasis to place on the channel, and since I like making a wide variety of things, it just lets me know these are the kinds of things that people are looking for. People with a lot more experience than I have tried to decipher what the YouTube algorithm is looking for, but really my focus is not on making content that generates millions of views, but content that I enjoy making that also serves a purpose and helps other people out. One of my most popular videos is actually just the result of me spending hours trying to find the answer to something, and then when I finally found it, thinking maybe there's an easier way for people to find this. It was how to get a Raspberry Pi Python script to auto run when the Raspberry Pi operating system loads, and some of the most appreciative commenters that I've ever had came from that video saying, "Oh, thank you so much. You really saved me a lot of work," and that's really meaningful to me. I originally thought the project videos were going to be the ones that really caught people's attention, but often it's these solutions to problems that other people are experiencing that get the most reaction and even the most views over time. So if that's what kind of content is what brought you here or what keeps you coming back for more, please let me know. That feedback's really valuable. Thirdly, I'd really like to know what kind of DIY projects you're interested in doing yourself. What kind of challenges do you have with them? What kind of materials do you like using? And what's the main purpose that you create DIY projects for? Are you renovating a house, making gifts for other people, just learning new hobbies and skills? What is it that drives you as a DIYer to create things? I know for me, it almost doesn't matter what it is. I find satisfaction in just having made something and the fulfillment that comes from completing it. But what is it that drives you, and what kind of creations interest you the most? Number 4, I'd love for you to tell me what's your biggest success story in a DIY creation, whether that was a renovation project, electronics, whatever it was. Share your success with me. And if there's some that really inspire me, I'll be sure to shout you out in a future video, because I really think that kind of creativity and inspiration should be celebrated no matter where it comes from. The satisfaction that you get in creating something for yourself is one thing, but that just multiplies when you have other people to share it with. So here's your opportunity. If you've created something that you're proud of and you want to share, send me a picture, let me know what it was, provide all the detail you want, and I'll celebrate that success with you. The last question, number 5, is me asking you, what would you like to see different on the channel? Would you like to see more projects, more tips, certain kinds of features? What are the kinds of things that you would like to see more of? And when you search on YouTube, you don't always find the answer to that. Obviously, I'm not a comedian. I'm not making super viral content where I give away tens of thousands of dollars, and I'm not going to be pulling pranks on unsuspecting folks. But if there's something that you search for on YouTube and often don't find satisfying answers to, let me know. And if there are areas that I have any kind of knowledge or experience in, I'd be happy to make content for it. As I wrap up, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been with me so far. I've just crossed 1,800 subscribers, over 175,000 views, and though those numbers are very tiny, like comparing my finances to a millionaire or billionaire, it feels like a drop in the ocean. But at the same time, it's pretty incredible to think that even though I live in a small town of about 20,000 people, 1,800 people have bothered to subscribe and over 175,000 views. That's a really exciting amount when you think about how many real people that is. I know it's all not unique users, but it is still pretty humbling. After all, thinking that the little videos that I make are seen by so many. So big thank you to everyone who's subscribed and who checks back regularly to watch the content. There's so many things that I want to continue to explore, create, and design, and I sure hope that you'll be along for the journey. If you like my content, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, send me an email, leave a comment, and just engage to let me know what kinds of things really were meaningful to you. To everyone who's been a part of it, thank you for helping me to express my boldness to you, and I hope it's made you a little bit bolder.